All right, so today we're going to follow a trail of, well, cosmic breadcrumbs left by a mysterious wanderer. It's a journey into a philosophy called Dustinism, and it kicks things off by challenging one of the biggest questions we've ever asked.
You know, for centuries, thinkers have wrestled with the great puzzles of existence. But what if the most fundamental question we ask about our own awareness
is actually the wrong question? I mean, that's a pretty bold claim, and it's right at the heart of the philosophy we're exploring today. It suggests that the whole debate is just a misdirection, and it's asking us to stop arguing and, start walking a different path.
Yeah, this isn't a philosophy that was born in some stuffy university hall. It comes from a lone wanderer, someone who's way more interested in the journey than the destination, and who offers a radically different map of reality.
And you get that vibe right from the start. This is not about dry academic concepts. The source describes it as an active, living invitation. It's poetic, it's bold, and it's meant to be experienced, not just debated. So this idea creates a really clear split. On one side, you have traditional philosophy, all tangled up in the hard problem of consciousness, which is basically just, why do we experience anything at all? Dustinism just says that's the distraction. Instead of debating in an ivory tower, it offers a path, a trail of breadcrumbs, that forms this beautiful, repeating pattern, a fractal masterpiece.
Okay, so if it's not about the hard problem, then what is it about? Let's get right to the absolute heart of this model. It all comes down to two simple words.
The central idea is built on this old Latin word conscientia, which literally means to know together. And that right there brilliantly illustrates the core shift in perspective. See, consciousness isn't a possession. It's not some thing inside your head. It's an event, an interaction, something that happens between things.
And check out how simple this is. First, you have nodes. A node can be anything, a neuron in your brain, a person in a city, even a star in a galaxy. Second, these nodes interact, and they form relationships. The result? A pocket of awareness, of consciousness, just sort of emerges from that connection.
Now, it's really important to clarify that this isn't panpsychism, the idea that every rock has a soul. According to Dustinism, the rock itself isn't the point. The magic, the awareness, isn't in the individual nodes, but in the connections between them. It's the knowing together that creates the spark. And once you grasp that core concept of nodes and relations, the whole model expands outward in a truly mind-bending way. From synapses to galaxies, the same pattern just keeps repeating. So, prepare for a cosmic zoom-out.
We start small, right inside our own heads. Billions of neurons, our nodes, firing and interacting. That web of knowing together is what creates your personal, localized pocket of awareness. It creates you.
Okay, now zoom out. Think of a community. Here, the people are the nodes. Their interactions, their shared stories, their relationships. That knowing together creates a larger pocket of awareness we call culture. Same pattern, just a different scale. And here's the final leap. Zoom out as far as you can. The nodes are now stars, galaxies, quarks, and quasars. Their cosmic dance, their universal knowing together, creates the ultimate emergent awareness, reality itself. It's one pattern, repeating infinitely.
So, what do you call this grand cosmic symphony? This ultimate state of knowing together? The source calls it the divine jam. It's a deliberately inclusive term. You can call it God, source, Brahman, or if you're an atheist, just reality doing its thing. The label doesn't matter.
So where do we fit in? Well, this is another key flip in perspective. We don't own consciousness. We are awareness. We're described as sensory organs for the cosmos, like little sparks within this divine jam, experiencing and feeling the universe on its own behalf. We are the universe knowing itself.
So what's the point of thinking this way? As we'll see, Dustinism isn't trying to win a philosophical argument. It's trying to offer a practical tool for seekers.
It's a map, not a mandate. It's designed to be flexible. The source is clear. If a neurosurgeon needs a model where consciousness emerges from the brain to perform surgery, great, use that tool. But if you want to feel your connection to the cosmos, this model is a different kind of tool, a spiritual lens.
And this quote from the wanderer himself really captures the spirit. There's no interest in getting bogged down in academic debates over definitions. The philosophy is pragmatic. It's about picking up useful truths and continuing the journey, not about winning a debate.
So for anyone demanding hard scientific proof, the answer is simple. You're missing the point.
You can't test this in a lab because its value isn't in empirical data. It's in its application as a way to navigate your own inner and outer worlds.
And that really is the final takeaway. It's a shift from intellectual proof to experiential feeling. The model is an invitation to meditate on your connection to everything, to see the stars as distant nodes in the same web you're a part of, to feel the pulse of reality.
So, after this walk down a very different philosophical path, the source material leaves us with this direct, simple, and provocative question. It's not asking if you agree, it's asking if you want to join the walk. You in?